Welcome everyone. At this time, we are launching the Transformative Technology Community Chapter in Paris. You see the website, right? It says TransTech, Transformative Technology Conference. Domain name is transformativetech.org. That's the gateway to all of this community. It's a mix of practitioners, developers, technology designers, academics, scientists, and also investors. It's pretty much leverages all the components that are necessary for improving our lives through technology. So technology is the essence, and then all of the necessary neighboring areas that are complementary. There is a mission to get to the state of well-being 1 billion people by 2030. And I've heard recently there's the next goal to bring to the well-being or the state of the good living, good quality of living, 2 billion people by 2050. That's the aim. And therefore, we can bring together people that design technologies to achieve that goal. So if you pay attention to the website, you see 5 tabs: TransTech Conference, TransTech Lab, TransTech 200, Transformative Technology Academy, and Transformative Technology Community. So these are the main activities. So TransTech 200 is the 200 top companies that are developing these tech products. Transformative Technology Academy is the academy that is inviting people for free to learn from experts. And I participated last year. It's very nice. People are speaking about their experience, how to build a company, how to get the investment, how to do with design, how to deal with the ethics of transformative technology, and so forth. So it's a very engaging, and there were speakers almost every day, and that was very interesting. So the conference as well, the community, and the lab. The lab comes out of Silicon Valley, not surprising, and that's also where the conference is usually held in Palo Alto. So that's the introduction about transformative technology community and all of the spectrum covering it. The next thing is chapters. Why? Because Silicon Valley is not the whole planet. There are other people across the globe doing transformative technology. And the best way to engage them is to have chapters, because the local chapters will get this network more connected in these local places. And one of them is now opening in Paris. And I know that there are companies and people who are really working in this area, also here in Paris and also in France. And also, I know that, for example, Station F, the Station F is one of the world's, actually it's the world's biggest startup campus. And that also has a great potential to be leveraged here in Paris. And now we are launching this, and we have some people representing companies that have been developing transformative technologies over many years. And they have experiences with the context of transformative technologies. And those are the people who will be speaking very soon. And maybe to finish up this introduction, I would just show that there is this page which says and speaks about the chapters. So in this case, you can even find it on the web for everyone who wants to join the community. When you come to this page, and you can then go request to join for those people who are willing to join the whole community, the global community, and the TransTech Paris chapter. Here is the option to request to join. We also have a platform, which you see right now. That's a TransTech internal, like an intranet, where people, after signing up, have access to different events and announcements and groups. So let me just give you an example. So this is the main page for the community. And then if you, for example, go to the groups, and by scrolling a little bit, you can see TransTech Paris. And this is the group that those who are really here and doing this work can join and then exchange the information between us. So that's another platform that community is actively using to promote what's new, to promote events. And of course, nowadays it's more about virtual events and also then the real ones. So that's the kind of active community engagement platform that everyone is welcome to join, free, version to access, and then there are memberships. And there, if the people sign up for the memberships, that then they get some extra value out of the platform. This page, you can see there is advanced membership and there is full membership. So those are the two options that include more benefits for those who are willing to enjoy them. For example, one of the benefits is pods. They're called Transformative Technology pods. I'm going to run one of those. My first pod will be on the May 12th, but I know there will be 7 or 8 more pods to be launched soon, which is very specifically designed for these memberships and for these members. So now maybe the last thing from me, I didn't say who I am, except that I'm the TransTech Paris lead. So this is what I do. So that's the gateway to transformation, the gateway to the work that I do. And you can see, and also I welcome everyone who wants to help the science. There is this banner saying fighting COVID-19 with true science. That's an online survey with 10 minutes. But then also there are other description about the work and TEDx talks and applied transformation, these cases from companies and organizations and cities, how the transformation can help and changing people's behaviors and attitudes at scale. I'm going to stop here, and I think it's time for our local companies and local experts. I just pulled out this speakers list and I just introduced myself, and I think let's go the same sequence as it's there. So Olivier, why don't you just take the 5 minutes and say something good for everyone?
So I'm Olivier, CEO and founder of Neotrope in France. And at Neotrope, we digitize emotions. We have been working in the affective computing field since 2008. We spent more than 5 years in research and development to develop algorithms that, through smartwatches, that calculates emotional and cognitive indicators in real time that are scientifically validated. We calculate these from heart rate signals, from GSR, microsedation signals, from movements. Product we launched last year, which is AffectTag RX. It's our own product dedicated to research at large, from industries to academics to market research. And it's a product coming with a wristband, sensing all of these physiologics within a mobile app to monitor these physiologics on the field, and to get the contextual information, where I am, what I am doing. And at the end of the value channel, there is this, we have the web application with the results of the emotional analytics. Through our wristbands, I'm getting all of this physiological data, and here is our web application. And just to give you a focus on some of my results, my highest emotions were when I was playing music, working and reading. But my most durable emotions were when I was playing a video game or reading some news. But my highest well-being states were when I was doing the kids' schoolworks with my kids. So finally, to answer to the question of what are my expectations on Transformative Technology Chapter in Paris. First of all, I attended the Transformative Technology Academy last year. It was in September, as you mentioned, Agnis. It was a great moment. It was 8 weeks of webinars, of video conference, of other people all around the planet sharing the same interest. And it was a good, I think, a good feeling of being part of a community from Africa to Australia, to North America, to Europe. And while in France, there are some people here who are involved in this transformative technology initiative or entrepreneurship, but there are not so much, or it's not so, it's under the radar, or it was under the radar. And being part of this community in France, I think the chapter in Paris could help this entrepreneurship or this entrepreneurial initiative to emerge from and to be part of this worldwide community and doing more businesses or having more opportunities or finding investors all around the world and deploy their ideas and their products and for the well-being of the community or people around the world. So
Excellent.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivier. That was, first of all, thank you. I think this was the first time I saw actually the output of your work and how that it's like a instant mirroring of what's happening, and that tells you how you can align your activities with your being and figuring out what's happening. So thank you for sharing that. And certainly that's the aim of the community, to share, to connect. And as the Nicole Bradford says always, it's the community to finding feedback, funding, and friends. So that's the inner values. And I think now we will transition. So thank you, Olivier. We will transition to the next speaker, the local speaker, Mélanie. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Olivier. It was very interesting to have some news of Neotrope. So my name is Mélanie. I'm the founder and CEO of L'Effet Papillon, the butterfly effect in English. After a personal experience as a chronic pain patient and difficult caregiver experience for my companion for leukemia, I decided to create my company in 2011 to provide well-being for patients. And we provide non-drug supportive care like art therapy, music therapy, relaxation, a lot of stuff which are validated by the scientific community to bring a greater welfare for patients. And among all the solutions we provided at the L'Effet Papillon, I created Bliss, a medical device with 10 years of research and development. And we use virtual reality, so tech, and sounds and music to provide, to reduce the anxiety and pain of patients. So our device is used in the hospitals.
Jacqueline est ainsi la première patiente à avoir expérimenté une cyberthérapie d'immersion et de relaxation dans un programme de réalité virtuelle pendant la réalisation de son myélogramme. Le programme expérimenté par Jacqueline a été développé par l'Effet Papillon, une entreprise sociale qui propose des accompagnements non médicamenteux aux patients fragiles et qui, avec une équipe d'ingénieurs, a développé le programme de réalité virtuelle Bliss.
Bliss, qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est une application 3D temps réel qu'on a imaginée pour le proposer à visée thérapeutique, donc pour gérer les moments d'angoisse, de stress ou les gestes invasifs que peuvent recevoir les patients. Alors on va l'immerger dans un monde très fantaisiste, très doux, qui ne ressemble pas vraiment à la réalité, donc avec des couleurs assez jolies, toutes douces. On a utilisé aussi du son binaural, donc ça veut dire c'est du son en 3D. Donc on est immergé par le son, par l'environnement.
Je ne m'attendais pas à que ce soit aussi enfantin, mais en fin de compte on rentre dans le film. C'était super, c'est féerique, c'est beau, c'est mignon, c'est... Et j'ai rien senti.
It was 4 years ago, so now we use this headset, you know, with the Oculus.
So maybe just if you could say what would be your expectation from this community, and then we could move on to the next speaker. That would be great.
Yeah, I would be happy to share my experience and expertise with others who are interested with the management of pain and anxiety, because it's a huge problem worldwide, and VR could be VR and all medical device could be very useful, because we don't have any language, so all the people of the planet can go on Bliss, even the people who don't speak, even the people with disabilities, even the people with psychiatric problem. So I would be happy to share with others, because I know there is a lot of things everywhere, but we don't know each other. So share and friends. And
yes. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So we had the wearables, now we have the virtual reality. And I think now we will transition to the third speaker.
Hello.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, everybody.
Good seeing you.
I mean, you imagine the environment where I am. Lego environment. Thank you, everybody, to invite me to join this community today. For me, it's a pleasure because I can exchange with you. Transformative innovation is one of my ambitions today, too. I worked in innovation for 8 years now in an insurance company. I was lawyer before, then an atypical professional journey, I can say that. Health was always my focus because I started with business law specialized in health, AI, and now biotech. Then to discover who I am, this is my why and my ikigai. I love to transform change into opportunities, and I always innovate with the frugal culture. And my ambition is to impact positively humanity with health. I will explain you how. Then it's a focus regarding Steve Jobs, because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Then here we go. Regarding COVID, I integrate an adventure with the grantist of France, a collective of people. Now we are 100 people in Alsace, working in 3D to optimize shields and adaptators for the snorkeling mask to help health practitioners. And after that, now we are going to help other people, older people at home. It's really important too. And I can now realize the power of collective intelligence, because during this period of crisis with human survival instinct, I discovered that group intelligence and people engagement is really, really huge when it makes sense for people to innovate for charity. Then the positive impact of my project, I think, is to support a sustainable agriculture, because my objective is with the different benefits that I could operate in that project to sustain a better agriculture and to help to develop more short food circuits in order to allow a slow food consumption for people, and then at the end for better sustainable business. My wish is to consolidate then perhaps with these community members my project with a scientific consortium around biotech and future healthy food and coordinate experts around AI in health. For my opinion, I think that we need to follow the intuitive intelligence of heart in order to transform our world into human-driven. Because for the two years ago, we in different companies, we thought that it was really interesting to be data-driven. After that, we saw that there was a change to consumer-driven, client-driven. And now I think that we need to be more human-driven. Thank you very much, and take care, everybody.
All right, this was great. I mean, we need more of this. And it's great that you spoke this out. And I really believe that people who will later be able to watch the video, they will be certainly getting the idea. And one thing I would say immediately, so all of the three great experts' passion to help the people and the societies is just a starting point here. If anybody is interested to join the Paris chapter, especially from Paris and from France, yes, I can do that. And I can always navigate people to the way how to do it. So, and I think we come to the point when we would like to hear something from other places. And we have two. We have Boulder in Colorado, the United States, and we have Milan. And I don't know who's gonna start.
Okay, I'll get started. Before, you know, I had this setting of Italian gigolo with this light, amazing, coming in. No, but really, seriously. Thank you for putting together such a very interesting event. It's just amazing to see so many brilliant brains in such a little screen. We started in Milan with a great event, a webinar with attendance from 6 continents, really. We were super amazed by the beauty of this remotization we've been faced with. And we began talking about genetics because the question was, is the answer to the way we respond to crises of the likes of COVID-19 perhaps written in our genes? And we had a very interesting conversation, enticing, went on for 1.5 hours with Dr. Jay Dan from My Happy Genes, a very interesting startup based out of America. And well, we're preparing interesting things and working with the local ecosystem and the global ecosystem for the time being. And we'll put together interesting events we'll be communicating to all of you, hoping you will all attend. And thank you again, Agnis, for putting together such a wonderful event tonight.
Thank you. Great to hear that we are everywhere.
We're everywhere. We are unstoppable.
We will now transition to Dawn to present the United States, and it's huge, but then Colorado and then Boulder. And Boulder, I was there in March.
Yes.
I was there, almost got stuck because I flew back on Friday, and on Thursday the president said no more flights.
Yep.
But I'm back and everything is fine. So Don, what's happening in Boulder?
Yeah, you cut it close, but congratulations on the launch of the Paris chapter. It's great to see. So Boulder, Colorado, which is really all of Colorado, is the chapter, and a lot going on with transformative human potential movement kinds of activity, and bringing in technology is what TransTech has added to that scene. So we did our first meeting in 2 weeks ago on a webinar, and had, I think, 25 people, which is a great mix of local, national TransTech folks and Agnis and a couple of others internationally, and that's it. And so there's a lot, especially for us in the U.S., where we will start an organization and say, oh, we're global, and it's because we're United States and Canada, and that's it, but this is truly a global organization. And in the last couple of weeks, I've been not only on this call, but on the Prague, Czech Republic chapter, Amman, Jordan, and Lagos, Nigeria. And in each case, you can see there's a different kind of expertise there. That's not just your different culture, but you're in a different set of capabilities. And so there's a virtual reality presentation in Nigeria. Amman was more of there was a physician talking about how he uses some of this technology. So there's a lot to learn from the community. It's really, truly happening in that sense. Our focus, partly because of my personal interest, is around brain-computer interfaces. If you think about the consumer-priced headsets like the Muse or the Emotive that translate brain signals in some fashion and apply them to different needs, mental health needs. Assistive technology is another one. So in Colorado, the University of Colorado has quite a medical center that is focused as a core excellence around assistive technology. And so if you think about some of these cheaper headsets used to control prosthetic limbs and at the outer edge, there's a lot of capability. And I come from a technology background for years, looking at how Moore's Law has transformed a lot of industries. And I think that's just starting to happen in this sort of mental health and well-being space. So it's exciting to be part of it. And congratulations again on starting up.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you. So I think now the official part is over. Everyone can ask questions. I don't know how long we're going to go. Maybe not the whole night, but of course, there's always some questions. So the floor is open. People can unmute themselves and ask questions to everyone.
Hi, again, my name's Darla Boone. I'm from Seattle, Washington. And I just joined this group recently. I've known about it for quite a while, but just recently I decided to join it. what I would like to know more about is what kind of applications people have or are working on to help people in recovery.
There are a lot of technologies. I think what I learned and what I saw in Palo Alto last November, all of these technologies are moving quite fast. A lot of inventors made great work in the past through biofeedback and as you mentioned, and now there are so much solutions. Like I think I saw like 50 products last November.
But they have they been specifically any kind of testing, double-blind studies, etc., that kind of idea regarding addiction?
I can't remember something especially about addiction, but I remember I discussed with a person from the US. She was also working on this topic on this addiction issues for a while, and I think it's always at the crossroad from scientific publications and which tend to pinpoint some usage or some practices that can help to recover from addiction. And these technologies that, for example, mindfulness can help you recover from addiction or certainly try to help you discover these moments when the addiction is coming back. I don't remember the name of this moment, special moment when the addiction is just telling you, oh, I want it. I want to go back to this addiction. I want is it playing video games or taking a smartphone and say, oh, I want to watch to my smartphone. So I can't remember, but for sure on Transformative Technology community and through the website and the gateway of the website, you can find out, I think, dedicated technology to that for that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We are about to close the launch event and look forward to being connected through the platform of the global community. And there is this subgroup about the Paris chapter, and then all other forms of our preference. But then if we want to be quite organized, then the best is go to this, and I will share it again so that everyone is aware of what I'm speaking about. So I will go back here and we'll share the screen. So what I'm speaking, so this is the website, but what I'm speaking about right now is this platform. And this is where is the groups, and in the groups there is a Paris, this TransTech Paris. So that would be the most convenient to keep our community interchanging and getting more people in. And once anyone gets on the main network and then connects to the group, then all of the events will appear here, just like this one was here, and the speakers' videos and all the other things are on this, in this group on the main platform. Stop sharing, and thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. So, and see you soon again.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye.
All right, take care, stay safe. Wash your hands. All right, take care, bye.